Welcome on the Cosmic Atom, the Chosen One. Listen attentively, because what I'm going to tell you is not only significant, but also vital. If you're hearing this right now, it is not by coincidence. God has led you here, and the moment has arrived to disclose the truth to you. You are on the verge of a huge transformation that will transform everything. You're now shifting from desiring to having. This is more than simply a change in your thinking. You're going to experience an energy and spiritual shift, and you need to be prepared. You were picked for this. Are you feeling it? This is your moment. Things will begin to fall into place at a rapid speed, leaving you dumbfounded. You've been waiting and hoping for this, and it's finally here. But listen, this is a call to action. You must embrace this enormous transition. Understanding how this works will allow you to confidently pursue your dreams. This is not the time for hesitancy. It is time to step up, taking your position and welcoming the benefits that are on their way. God has chosen that now is your time. Before we go into this life-changing message, do these 3 things right now. Hit the like button. Subscribe to join us when we approach 70,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. That number will send a signal to the cosmos, increasing the strength of this message. If you are genuinely a chosen one, you'll stick with me to the finish, because deep down you know this truth is for you. If you're not prepared to accept it, you may not make it to the finish. But for those that do, I assure you that your life will never be the same. This is your wonderful moment. It is time to listen. It is time to act. It's time to take what's properly yours. Let's get to it. The word from God is plain. The moment has arrived for you to stop waiting and embrace your destiny. You sensed it deep inside, that quiet murmur, inviting you to accept something much larger than anything you've known. This is more than simply another moment in time. It marks a watershed moment in your path. God has been patient with you, looking over your problems, questions, and worries. Now, the heavenly message is apparent. The moment for change has come. For so long, you've wondered whether your existence was more than just the daily problems you experienced. You question why me, as you've faced hardship after hardship. But now, when a veil lifts, you'll realize that every step and challenge was a preparation for this moment. God is prepared to reveal you the truth, the route you were always intended to take. It's time to get in touch with your true purpose. Accept the divine transformation that is occurring in your life. The time for indecision has passed. The divine metamorphosis you've been waiting for has arrived. Embrace it, for this is not a minor adjustment. It represents a transformation in your innermost soul. Your heart is being summoned to awaken, and your soul is being readied for the magnificence that is ahead. Don't overlook this opportunity. Your life is going to be transformed, and it all starts with your willingness to listen and walk forth with trust. Have you ever felt lost in a fog, unsure of where you're going or why things keep getting hazy? For so long, chaos has obscured your vision, making it difficult to see the broader picture. But now God is removing the mist. This is your opportunity to see clearly the route that has been mapped out for you from the beginning. The misunderstanding stops here. The truth is now being disclosed in broad light. God has seen you struggle with unresolved issues and choices that were difficult to make, with times of uncertainty that challenged your faith. But now, God is speaking directly to your heart, asking you to believe in the divine plan. Every question you have is about to be addressed. Every doubt will vanish. It's time to discover the truth about who you are, why you were selected, and what you were meant to accomplish. No more roaming in the dark. God is revealing everything to you right now. This revelation will not only provide clarity, but also a great feeling of serenity with each response. You'll feel the weight of confusion lift from your shoulders, replaced by a deep awareness that you are ready to hear the truth because God has prepared you for this time. Believe in the process, trust in the trip, and know that each piece of the jigsaw is fitting together to reveal the larger picture of your life's mission. You weren't born by chance. Your existence is a result of a divine design that has been unfolding from the beginning of time. Deep down, you've always felt there was something bigger and more significant waiting for you to walk into. And now God is urging you to arise, to accept your destiny, which has been waiting for you all along. This is not the time to hesitate. It is time to go on with purpose, conviction, and the belief that you are destined for greatness. God has been preparing you throughout your whole life, through every struggle, success, and moment in between. You have persevered, you've grown, and now it's time to completely accept your spiritual mission. It is not about your previous blunders or doubts. It is about the future that is developing in front of you. Your mission has always existed, but you are now being asked to recognize it and walk bravely into it. Rise with confidence, recognizing that this time was always part of your path. You are not alone in this call. You already possess the necessary power, intelligence, and bravery. God has prepared you for this mission, and now it is time to rise and accomplish it. The world needs the light you bring, and now is the moment for you to shine. You may have pondered why things transpired the way they did. Why were you born into this family? Why did certain events in your life occur as they did? The solution is straightforward. You were picked as soon as you breathed your first breath. God put a plan into action. You were not born accidentally. You were born with a purpose. Every experience, every hardship, and every delight has prepared you for this very moment. Being selected does not imply that life has been easy. In many cases, the reverse is true. Those that are selected undergo the most difficult challenges because they are being prepared for something higher. You felt the weight of this calling throughout your life, even when others doubted you or questioned your path. But it's evident you were born for a purpose, and that reason is about to be revealed. Accept this fact. God has always recognized you as the one who would carry the light in this earth. Your life, with its ups and downs, demonstrates your inner strength and tenacity. You are the chosen one, and your destiny is unfolding right now. You've waited for this moment, and it's finally here. In only 7 days, everything will change. 7 days may seem to be a little time, but in God's perfect timing, this is a major period in which everything that has been put in action will come to completion. You've been patient, and now your breakthrough is on the way. The wait is done, and God's perfect plan is going to unravel before your eyes. In the next 7 days, the cosmos will change. What you previously thought was impossible will become feasible, and what seems doubtful will become apparent. This is your time. It is time to alter your life and connect it with the divine purpose for which you were created. The countdown is not a period of tension, but rather a time to prepare for the stream of benefits that will pour into your life. Trust God's timetable. It's never been late or early. It's always been great. In 7 days, you will stand on the verge of your heavenly breakthrough, ready to embark on the life you were destined to live. Your life has not been easy. You've had more than your fair share of hardships, challenges, and setbacks. At times, it may have seemed like the weight of the world was bearing down on you. But here is the reality. These endeavors were not in vain. They were sculpting you, molding you into the person you needed to be to achieve your divine purpose. You were picked for this route because you alone have the strength to follow it. God understands the depth of your suffering and the severity of your problems. But He also understands that each difficulty you've overcome has served as a stepping stone toward your ultimate goal. The hardships were not intended to break you, but to strengthen you. Every hardship you've faced has prepared you for the greatness that lies ahead. Accept your trip, since it is uniquely yours. Your challenges do not define you. Rather, how you overcome them does. Your trials have made you stronger, smarter, and more equipped for the divine mission that awaits you. You were picked for this route because you had the strength, resilience, and heart to follow it. A shift is occurring, and it is not a little one. It completely transforms your world. The chronology you've known is going to alter, and so will your whole universe. The life you've lived up to this point will seem like a distant memory. As you enter a new life that is in line with your divine purpose, the old you will fade away, and a new, empowered version of yourself will emerge. This is not just a shift in circumstances or external influences. This is a profound spiritual transformation that will impact all part of your life, including your relationships, job, and sense of purpose. Everything will be brought to a higher level. This transformation will reconnect you with your actual self, the person you were always destined to be. It is time to let go of the old and embrace this new, powerful version of yourself. Accept the transition because it is a gift. The cosmos is working in your favor, and the divine timing is ideal to usher you into this new world. The change has arrived, bringing with it a slew of new possibilities, more clarity, and a stronger feeling of satisfaction. Your reality is going to shift forever. The time for testing and trials is past. You've been going through life for so long, confronted with obstacles, tribulations, and situations that put your faith, fortitude, and perseverance to the test. But today, God is asking you to leave the darkness of doubt and enter the brightness of your divine calling. Your endeavors were not in vain. They were teachings that helped prepare you for what was to come. You are now being urged to rise above them and take your position in the world. No more waiting and wondering whether you're competent. The solution is simple. You're ready. God has given you all you need to accomplish your mission. The exams were only preparations for the time when you would rise to answer the call that has been pressing on your life from infancy. This is not the time to hesitate. This is your opportunity to bravely go forth and accept your spiritual calling. It's easy to question oneself after going through so many tests and challenges. Remember this, however, you're here for a purpose. The difficulties you encountered have made you stronger, wiser, and more sensitive to the divine plan. Now is the moment to believe in yourself and the abilities that God has bestowed upon you. The divine calling is waiting for you to embrace it with bravery and confidence. It's your moment to shine, and there'll be no looking back as the days pass. God wants you to prepare your heart and intellect for the magnificence that is about to come. Your destiny is beckoning, and it's time to accept it wholeheartedly. This isn't a transient moment. This is the culmination of all your hopes, dreams, and prayers. But planning is essential. The divine revolution is about to begin, and you must be ready. Preparing oneself entails more than simply physically becoming ready. It is about cleaning your heart and thoughts. Let go of the doubts and worries that have been holding you back. It is time to make peace with the past, forgive yourself and others, and prepare your heart for the new chapter that is about to begin. God is calling you to trust, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to live the life you were created for. This is your time of rebirth. As you prepare, you will have the opportunity to completely connect with your divine mission. Understand that God is with you every step of the road. Trust in His direction, for He is guiding you to something much bigger than you can fathom. Accept your fate with open arms and an open heart, for this is the moment that will alter your life forever. You're not just any individual. You are God's chosen vessel, designated for a mission much bigger than you could have dreamed. The mark of the selected has been placed on you, and now is the time to claim your authority. You've carried this mark with you throughout your life, even while you weren't aware of it. Your mission has been instilled in your innermost being. And now is the moment for you to truly embrace it. Stepping into your power is acknowledging the divine authority that exists within you. It entails acknowledging that you are not only a passive spectator in this universe. You're actively involved in the divine plan. The power you wield is not for your own advantage, but for the benefit of people around you. It is a power that enables you to create, heal, and lead with compassion and strength. The mark of the selected is not to be feared. It's a gift, a wonderful favor. It indicates that you are being lifted to a greater degree of comprehension and influence. As you claim your power, you will begin to notice changes in your surroundings. People will see the difference in you, and you will be a source of hope and inspiration for others. The mark of the chosen is your invitation to completely become the person God has designed you to be. Too frequently, individuals confuse success with material possessions or outward achievements. However, the actual measure of achievement is spiritual elevation. This upcoming shift is not about riches, celebrity, or worldly power. It's about elevating your soul, increasing your relationship with God, and realizing your divine potential. God is inviting you to a higher level of existence, one that goes beyond the physical and links you to the endless possibilities of the spiritual world. Your change action will cause a significant shift in how you see the world and your role within it. You will come to see that your actual worth is not in the things you own, but in the love you give, the knowledge you share, and the light you offer to the world. The prosperity you desire is measured not in worldly goods, but in the abundance of your soul. Your spiritual growth will open doors to amazing rewards that exceed what the world can provide. As you accept this spiritual development, your desires will adjust. What was formerly significant will slip away, replaced with a strong yearning for spiritual development, tranquility, and contentment. This elevation will enable you to create, materialize, and effect the necessary changes in your life and the lives of others. Your purpose will become clearer, and you will understand the actual significance of living in accordance with God's plan. In only 7 days, your life will change in ways you never imagined imaginable. This heavenly change is not a faraway fantasy. It is now occurring and will occur during the next 7 days. What seems impossible will suddenly become feasible, and the world you previously knew will change right before your eyes. This is more than simply a moment of transition. It's a watershed moment in the divine chronology that will launch you into your destiny. 7 days may seem to be a little period of time, yet under divine timing, it may result in massive transformations. All of the waiting, uncertainty, and challenges will come to an end at this one pivotal moment. Everything will change in the blink of an eye, and you will enter the life you were always destined to have. This is the heavenly shift that will take you from where you are now to where you were always meant to be. During these 7 days, prepare your heart, mind, and spirit for what is ahead. Trust in the divine process and realize that all you've gone through has prepared you for today. The transition is imminent, and it will have far-reaching consequences. Get ready, for your breakthrough is just around the corner. For so long, you could have felt unwanted, misunderstood, or out of place. Perhaps others didn't perceive your value or recognize your mission in life. But today, God is transforming that rejection into acceptance. Those who formerly questioned you will come to see the light. That radiates throughout you. This is the time when the doors that were before closed to you swing wide open. Other people's rejection no longer defines you. You are characterized by your acceptance of God and the purpose He has established for you. Those who previously rejected your spiritual mission will come to understand as you move into it. The rejection you experienced did not represent your value. It was a test of your fortitude. As you ascend to fulfill your calling, You will notice that the world starts to align with your mission. Acceptance will come not because you need it, but because your existence will be apparent. This is the moment to truly embrace the love and support that is coming your way. The rejection has ended, and a new chapter is starting. Your mission is being acknowledged, and the world is starting to perceive you for who you really are. The acceptance you've yearned for has arrived, bringing with it the connections and chances you've sought. As the time frame changes, so do the events, your spiritual and artistic capabilities. The person you were will start to slip away, and the person you were destined to be will emerge. This is not just a change in your living circumstances. It's a profound metamorphosis that will help you realize your actual potential. You will discover that your spiritual qualities and creative abilities are greater than ever before. The heavenly connection you've been longing for will be created, and you'll be able to easily realize your wishes. Creativity will flow through you in ways you never imagined imaginable. The obstacles that formerly held you back will vanish, and you will be free to create, envision, and realize the life you want. Your spiritual powers will also grow, enabling you to connect with God on a more personal way. Divine knowledge will guide you, and your intuition will sharpen as you face each choice and difficulty. This is the moment to realize your greatest potential. The temporal shift is a portal to your spiritual and creative potential. Trust in this divine development, because it will take you to the person you were destined to be. The truth has been revealed to you, and it is now time to completely embrace God's great plan. Everything that has occurred in your life, every hardship and accomplishment has brought you to this point. Now you realize the truth. There's no going back. It's time to embrace your divine destiny, knowing that you are completely backed by God. Alignment with God's purpose requires trust, faith, and surrender. It is time to let go of your concerns and doubts and follow the road that has been placed before you. The fact is that you are not alone on your path. God is with you every step of the road, leading, strengthening, and demonstrating the path. Trust that the perfect design is bigger than anything you could have dreamed, and submit to it with an open heart, aligning with God's perfect design. Your life will blossom in extraordinary ways. You will realize your purpose, strength, and genuine self. The reality is apparent. This is your opportunity to rise, shine, and fulfill God's divine destiny. Before you enter into it with faith, see how your life changes in the next days. God will unveil your divine identity as never before. For years, you may have been unsure about your true identity, constantly doubting your purpose and position in the world. But all of this is about to change. God has been developing, directing, and preparing you for this very time. The time when you truly realize who you are intended to be. The truth about your identity should not be feared, but rather embraced. With open arms, you're not the person you thought you were. Your self-imposed restrictions will begin to disintegrate, and the person God designed you to be will emerge. You're not expected to conform to society's standards or follow someone else's path. Your divine identity is distinct, strong, and meaningful. God has given you abilities and talents that are ready to be used. Now is the moment to embrace your divine nature and become the person you were meant to be. God is preparing to reveal you the full extent of your potential, and this discovery will empower you in ways you never imagined. You are His masterpiece, created with divine purpose. The falsehoods you believed about yourself, whether from others or from inside, will come undone. You will see yourself in the light of truth. You will begin to comprehend your unique significance in God's big plan for you. Your divine identity will connect you to the larger job God has called you to, and everything in your life will begin to make sense. The realization of your divine identity will spark a new fire inside you. You will experience a feeling of purpose and clarity like never before. You will no longer battle with self-doubt or indecision. Instead, you will walk with confidence, knowing who you actually are. God's chosen vessel is ready to carry out the holy task He has given to you. Accept this discovery, for it is the key to realizing your greatest potential and living in accordance with God's purpose. God is asking you to overcome the constraints that have kept you down for far too long. These constraints, whether self-made or imposed by others, are no longer applicable. In a new stage of your life, the shackles that have held you back, whether in your thoughts, emotions, or circumstances, are about to be broken. The future God has planned for you is full of limitless possibilities, and it is time for you to go into it with bravery and trust. For years, you may have let fear, uncertainty, or prior failures hold you back. These limits have prevented you from fully appreciating God's gifts and the great potential that you possess. But the moment has come to let go of those erroneous ideas and embrace a life of freedom. God is inviting you to go beyond your comfort zone, to trust in His plan for your life, and to believe that nothing is impossible for those who walk by faith. Breaking free from limits does not imply that everything will be simple. It implies you will be free of fear and self-doubt. It implies you will overcome your circumstances and walk in the power of your divine identity. God has given you all you need to break free from the shackles of restriction. His strength is inside you. And as you go ahead with trust, you will notice that the doors to your future begin to open wide. The life God has planned for you is full with benefits, purpose, and abundance. Your only responsibility is to go into it. As you break free from the past and the constraints that have held you back, you will begin to view the world through a new lens. Opportunity will offer itself. Relationships will align. Your mission will become obvious. This is the time to let go of the past and embrace the future that God has planned for you. No more limits, only freedom. Step bravely into your magnificent future. It is already waiting for you. The waiting period has finished. God has prepared you for this time, and He is now pressing you to act. For too long, you may have been waiting for the ideal time or occasion to pursue your vocation. But God is telling you that the moment is now. He has armed, prepped, and positioned you for this moment of triumph. Waiting is no longer an option. It's time to relocate. You've had enough of doubting your purpose, wondering whether you're genuinely competent, and waiting for the proper indications to arrive. The fact is that God has already provided for your every need. His timing is impeccable, and the time to act is now. He wants you to quit hesitating and start advancing in the path He has called you to. The longer you wait, the longer you will postpone the divine purpose for your life. Now is the moment to take big moves, knowing that God will lead you every step of the way. God is urging you to act, not just in your own power, but in His. As you venture forth in trust, you will notice that doors begin to open, opportunities emerge, and the resources you need will fall into place. The key to unlocking your divine mission is obedience. God is waiting for you to go forth and believe that He will give all you need as you begin your journey toward your destiny. Embrace your calling now. No more waiting. No more procrastinating. It is now. God is eager to propel you toward your destiny, but you must be prepared to act. Take the initial step knowing that God is leading and strengthening you. This is your moment. Don't pass it by. Forgiveness is the key to experiencing a spiritual breakthrough. Many of us bear the burden of previous wounds, resentments, and unforgiveness, not comprehending how much these bad feelings are impeding our development. But God is asking you to forgive, not for the sake of others, but for your own personal healing and spiritual growth. When you let go of the weight of unforgiveness, you make room for the blessings and breakthroughs that God has planned for you. Forgiveness may be tough, particularly if you have been profoundly injured or misled. However, recognize that forgiveness does not excuse the conduct of others. It entails surrendering the grip such behaviors have on you. It entails letting go of the anger, bitterness, and resentment that have taken root in your heart and trusting God to heal you. When you forgive, you break free from the bonds of the past and create way for the new life that God is bringing into your future. The power of forgiveness is transformational. It is not just about repairing connections with others, but also about restoring your own spirit. When you forgive, you connect with God's heart of love and compassion. You let His healing force wash through you. And this spiritual transformation will result in a breakthrough in all aspects of your life, including your emotions, mental health, and spirituality. Forgiveness leads to serenity, pleasure, and freedom. It's time to embrace God's healing while forgiving and letting go of the past. You'll feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. The weight of old wounds will begin to lift, and you will feel a feeling of lightness and calm that you haven't had in years. Forgiveness is not easy, yet it is important for the spiritual breakthrough you want. Allow God to help you forgive, and watch as your life starts to change in ways you never imagined imaginable. The Great Awakening has begun, ushering in a new era of plenty, love, and peace. For too long, you may have felt cut off from your inner self or the wonderful life that God has promised you. But this is the time when everything changes. God is reawakening your spirit to the life you were created to live. When you live in a state of scarcity or fear, a new season of plenty begins for you. One that is full of peace, love, and heavenly providence. This enlightenment is not just about monetary gain. It is about an inner awakening that alters your outlook on life. You will begin to experience abundance in all aspects of your life, including your relationships, job, and health. Love will surround you in ways you have never known before, and serenity will reign in your heart as you follow God's perfect plan. The Great Awakening is about embracing your divine birthright and understanding that all you need is already given for you. The new chapter that is emerging will result in major changes in your life. You will begin to attract good energy, new chances, and individuals who support your divine mission. The difficulties of the past will recede, and you will walk in a new sense of calm and pleasure. This awakening is not limited to what God is doing for you. It's about what He's doing in you as you discover your actual identity and divine purpose. Everything around you will start to alter. Prepare yourself for the awakening. Dear viewers, your support through Super Chat and membership is the only source of income that keeps this channel running. If you want me to continue uploading valuable content without delays and to stay motivated in providing you with the best wisdom, I need your help. Every contribution, big or small, makes a huge difference. Feel free to donate and support Pure Wisdom so we can keep growing together. Your generosity keeps this journey alive. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. If you're enjoying the content on Pure Wisdom and find value in the messages we share, I encourage you to subscribe. Based on the latest analytics, 93.9% of viewers are watching without subscribing. By subscribing, you not only stay updated with new content, but also support the channel's growth, allowing us to continue spreading wisdom for the chosen ones. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important message. Let's build this community together.